Hello, everyone. Welcome to How to Trade. I'm Shane Vernier, and this is going to be your 10-minute strategy blitz. The concept behind this stream is relatively simple. It's going to be fast, furious. Most of the time, it's going to be informal. And what we're going to do is we're going to dig into this early session U.S. stuff when the markets are active, and we're going to get in there. We're going to actually place some trades according to a number of different strategies. Today, we're going to go with my bread and butter, the Fibonacci retracement scalping strategy. I call it the counter punch. It's in the How to Trade trading room. Many of you that have ever watched one of my live streams, you know exactly what I'm going to do and what we're going to look to do. So that sort of the idea behind this stream is very simple. We're going to trade. We're not talking fundamentals. We're not talking anything else. We're talking price action, and we're going to trade. So we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and hit that play when we go on our 10-minute countdown, and we're going to play some scalps, and we're going to see if we can make a little bit of money and maybe keep a running tally. So before we get started, I want to say hi to everybody. JC, good to see you. Bobby Bob, good to see you. This is something that I've done in the past. Where we will evolve to where we're doing it either on a prop challenge or real money. But for today, we're going to be using just demo dollars. I usually do demo dollars because I don't want anybody to sort of get in the tall grass trying to follow my lead on what I trade size-wise. It's going to be a little bit different than what you trade size-wise. But we are going to get into some real trading here. And in the new year, 2025, I think we're going to be focused a lot more on trading. So right here, you can see that I've got a trade cooking. I got a nice trade setup going right here on, let's see, this is WTI crude oil. Sort of an active type of a market right now, this time of day. This is high risk. Everything we're doing today is high risk. It's going to be 5 minute, 1 minute, maybe a 4 hour chart that I'm looking at on the Aussie USD, but it's all going to be high risk. If you have any questions, drop by the trading room, send them to me in private because we're not going to have time to answer any questions on the fly here. We only got 10 minutes to start trading. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit the clock, and we're going to get rolling. I got a few markets that we're going to look at that I got some good trade setups here, and we've got to look at gold. Gold's trending right now, and that's going to be a good Fibonacci play. So let's go ahead. All right, here we go. We're rolling. 9:59. Okay, our first trade of the day is going to be this WTI crude oil trade. I'm looking to buy 68.33s right above the 38% retracement level on the 5 minute chart. Now, when I build these retracements, I'm looking for the most current spike low to spike high. Why the most current? Because we're trading very, very short time frames. This is high risk. I don't want to risk any more than I'm going to lose. So what I'm saying is right there, bang, we're risking about 8 ticks. We're looking to make 8 ticks on this play. I'm going to trade 2 contracts, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this trade set up to go on our way. I'm looking at buying 68.33s. I'm just looking for a quick bounce. Now, if we get a quick bounce up about 5 ticks, I may just take the money and run. I haven't decided yet. And the reason why I haven't decided yet is because when we're scalping, price action is the number one thing we're looking at. It's all it's about. We're looking for heat. We're talking about heat right now. We want bidders to join us at 33. If in fact they do that, then we're going to have an opportunity to make a little bit of money. Okay, I'm going to keep watching that one out of the corner of my eye. Another trade setup. This is a longer term trade, but still can qualify as an early day scalp. Pullback zone right there, 38%, right around 64.33. I love this Australian dollar. I love this setup right here. Spike low 4 hour, spike high 4 hour. We're getting a little bit of a pullback, get an opportunity to bid down there at 64.33. I think that's going to be a pretty darn good bid. I would shade that entry a little bit, and we would be looking to get 64s, somewhere right around 64.35. So if I'm going to place this trade, my order is going to be a buy limit, 64 what? I want to shade it a couple pips. I want to go 64.35. That's going to be my entry. My take profit on this trade and my stop loss, I have no problem aiming for 15. I like that stop loss right beneath our 50% level, right down there around 20. I think we have a decent chance to succeed right there. So we're going to go ahead and put that one in the queue. So that's going to be our next trade. That one probably is going to go a little bit later today, but I still like it. 4 hour chart. We're in the pocket. We're ready to go. Early day trading, and I really like that idea that we're going to get an opportunity maybe to trade a little bit later today. Gold. It's not a party without gold. If you guys remember this trade from last week, we had really nice. I mean, that is just a pure smart money concept trade, and I'm not a smart money concept trader, but I do understand where things like double bottoms are, triple bottoms are. We saw a spike low back there on the 28th of November, a spike low on the 2nd of December, and a spike low right there on the 5th of December. This area right here got us long, and now we've got the big gap up today, and you're looking at about plus 1.5%. Good to see you, Mark Corp and Ivy. Always a pleasure, Ivy. Greetings from Thailand. Nice to join your early stream. Yeah, our streaming schedule is going to be changing a lot just because we've had some changes in the coaching team. But this right here, this is pretty good stuff, guys. 5 minute chart. Now, I can trade a 5 minute on the gold market right now because it is active. Spike low, spike high. And you'll see right there was our 38%. So we just missed that one as we came on the air. But right there, 26.71, that was a pretty darn good trade for a few dollars. I want to be long gold. I want to be long gold, and I want to be long gold. The reason why is we are trending. And when we're trending, we want to join the pressure. We don't want to miss out. And unfortunately, guys, this is the reality of scalping 50 different markets on a real short time frames. We missed it. 26.71.97. That was a beautiful trade. Your low right there was 26.71.57, and now we're just rallying. Definitely a good look at a great Fibonacci trade. Remember, if we're going to trade short time frames, it has to be the most current spike low to the most current spike high. There's your pullback. There's your jam. That's worth about $5. Well, about three and a half. This is a good trade. That right there is exactly what we want to do early in the session. Okay, let's move on and see if we can get a trade. E-mini Nasdaq. Right here. Interesting opening 5 minutes. You saw the chop. We talked about the chop last week with NFP. We knocked out all the shorts, and then we knocked out all the longs in one 5 minute bar. Compression, compression, compression. We shook out everybody that was short, got stopped out right above that swing high, and everybody that was long got stopped out beneath the overnight low. And what happens? Boom, 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 and then we finally pick a direction and rally. But look at this market structure. It's terrible. It is terrible. We moved 15 minutes, and now we're just trading back down into the center of our trading range. So if I was looking to trade this using Fibonacci's, the first thing I would do are relatively obvious. Spike low there to a spike high. What's my entry going to be? I love 62% typically. That's a pretty good trade. 78% though is a lot better in this situation. It's right down sort of in that demand zone. I think you could run into trouble right here in our golden zone. Let's go ahead and put it down anyways and see if we can get a trade on the board. Right there, 21,608. So we're going to go 21,608.50. We're going to shade that 2 ticks. We're going to go ahead and rock 4 units. Our take profit is going to be somewhere we're going to go 12 ticks. And then let's go ahead and risk 12 ticks. This is a high-risk trade. It's not for everybody, but let's go ahead and put it down. That's going to be an ultra-tight scalp right there. Ultra-tight. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice bounce off of that 62% on the 5-minute chart. Here it comes, coming our way right here. Let's see exactly what happens. Now, one of the keys, if you're going to scalp, and if you're serious about being a scalper, which most of you are, you're going to be in and out of these trades fast, especially with something like the E-mini Nasdaq. This trade could seriously be over before our eyes can see it. If it sweeps through us, we're gone. We're gone. We're not going to sit around. We're not going to wait around and hope the market comes back in our favor. Remember, if we scalp, we're making a bunch of trades a day. We're making 20, 40 trades a day. This would be probably your 3rd or 4th trade of the day if you started at the U.S. Open. Remember, this is high-risk stuff. 4 contracts on the E-mini Nasdaq, you can do this. You can trade that kind of size, especially if you're trading that on a prop account. Remember, I always condone trading with other people's money as much as possible. Check out a prop firm that'll give you the kind of leverage you need to do. I'm partial to futures. I love trading futures contracts just because you don't have spreads to deal with, and also you get what I call truer price action. So right there, you can see we almost just missed our entry. Our low is right there, 21,612. We're down there at 21,608.50. That's the one I want. Let's go ahead and see if we do get that in the next 2 minutes, 30 seconds. But we're running out of time. We got to see if we can make a trade. E-mini S&P 500. This is a crossover strategy. If you're interested in something like a 5-8-13 crossover, tune in later today. This is the type of trading that we're going to be looking to execute. But for right now, if I'm going to go ahead on a 5-minute chart and I'm looking to trade the E-mini S&P 500 futures, what can I really do with this kind of market structure? That's hard. That's hard. You're almost better off buying buying this demand zone down here. I always get those mixed up. Buying this area down here. But if we're going to use Fibonacci's, I highly recommend using a real deep draw. And this real deep draw would be right down there, right around 91.75-ish, somewhere in that zone. Accordingly, we would be right there with our entry point. So the question is, do we want to execute this or not? Let's go ahead and go. We go with a limit order there, 4 contracts, and we'll see exactly what happens. So right now we've got about 3 minutes left on our clock. We've yet to get a trade to go live for us right here. Look at this WTI crude. That's up and away. You can see that we are trending higher. So I've got to cancel off. I got to cancel those orders, and I got to look to get long in a different fashion. Now my 5-minute chart, I really like the 5-minute. Especially this time of day trading WTI. Right now, I'm buying pullbacks the entire way. 68.46 would be absolutely beautiful. I just don't know that if we're going to get a chance to get it because we are trending. I could go down to a 1-minute chart right now if I want to. Now, that's sort of my prerogative. It's higher risk. I would much rather sit with this 5-minute chart and get an opportunity. Okay, what did we get right here? All right, we've got our E-mini S&P 500 trade just went live. We've got a few ticks right there. We've got 50 bucks. Okay, now we're down right around even. I still like this trade. I think we have an opportunity. Okay, we're up about $100. Let's see if we can get a little more follow through on that. I really want like 125, 150 bucks on this trade. And now the pressure's going against us. Our stop out's going to have to be fairly aggressive right down in here, right near this tail, I would say. But this is a pretty darn good trade. I think we have an opportunity maybe to make a few bucks. We need to get a few ticks though. We need to get like 4 ticks in our direction. And right there, we're looking at 91.75. So we need to be somewhere right up here in 92.75 to say that this is a legitimate trade. And now we're taking a bit of a draw. You'll see price has gone against us about a tick, and now it's coming against us a little bit more. Still nothing really to worry about. Now it's starting to go against us significantly. We've got to start thinking about where to get out. I probably will be exiting right down there beneath today's low. I still don't believe this trade's over. Okay, it's over right now. We've got to start looking for the door. Let's wait and see if we get a bit of a bounce. Okay, there's a bit of a bounce. We've only got about a minute left on the clock today. Let's see if we can get that bounce right back up to break even, and maybe we can get out of this trade right there. Let's go ahead and wait. It's definitely going negative on us. The question is do we get any out at all? There's one tick beneath your intraday low, and it's time we're gonna have to go ahead and scratch this thing and just get out of the market. So right there, we took a little bit of a hit. We didn't really get anything at all, but look at that stop out point. Always remember that you got to get out on your stop with about 45 seconds left. You definitely got washed out there, and we took a bit of a hit of about, $250. And that's sort of to be expected if you're scalping. Right here, here's your WTI crude futures trade, 68.47. Somewhere right in there is going to be your buy limit order right above that zone. The real question is can we get really any love to the top side? I think you definitely want to be buying longs here if you're interested in trading WTI crude. All right, so we got 20 seconds left. I think that's about the only trade we're going to get. You can see right here on your gold trade, that was probably the premium one, and we just happened to miss it. But this coming off here, if you get another chance right around 72, I would say that 72 is probably going to be your big. I would say that's going to be your key level, somewhere right above that 38% zone. And then, okay, that's it. That's it for our 10 minutes. So today, not a real great session at all. We missed the gold trade, which would have been a real nice, beautiful long side scalp. We took a bit of a hit on that E-mini S&P 500, and just to get out and review, you can see exactly what's happening here. We're starting to rotate right around the daily low. I don't expect this to go too long, but we could definitely get long there. So something to think about there. All right, everybody. Well, that's the 10-minute scalping blitz Fibonacci style. We're going to be running a few more of these. If you guys want to get in on the trade ideas early in the day, we can certainly do this. But just remember, these are fast-moving streams. They're going to be informal. I won't be taking any questions. But later on today, we're going to be covering some strategies. We're going to look at the 5813. We're going to look at the 920 EMA, which we got a video coming out on Friday. Be sure to check that out over on the How to Trade YouTube channel. And then also, we're probably going to be looking at just the 9 EMA with RSI confirmation, and potentially a few more Fibonacci trades if I see something that lines up pretty good. So right now I'm looking at that Australian dollar, US dollar, that bid there. We'll also have a trade idea coming out in about the next hour, maybe 2 hours here in the trading room. So thanks for joining me. We'll be back on here in about 3 hours, and I'll bring you more of the full comprehensive strategy session that we usually do. But until then, trade the action well, and we'll talk soon. See ya.